Hey everybody, it's me, Crimson Rosso, here to bring you not only another Kingdom Hearts video, but my second ever collab video on this channel. Yeah, cool. Okay, that's enough self-cheering. This time, I'm teaming up with the homie sweissenpai to bring you a video about some of the worlds we want to see in Kingdom Hearts 4. We will each be going over 5 of the ones we want, and why we want them to be there. And to start us off, I'm gonna pass the buck to Swice first.
Yo, what's going on everybody, Kingdom Hearts fans? Real quick, I wanted to thank Crimson Rosso, the homie, for having me on this collab. We're going to go through some Kingdom Hearts worlds we want to see on Kingdom Hearts 4. And this first one might be a little controversial for me, but I want to see the Colosseum again. The Olympus Colosseum is like a staple through the series. Sora is a hero, so I love seeing him, Donald and Goofy go and talk to Hercules, Phil, and participating in the Colosseum. Now, I loved the Colosseum in Kingdom Hearts 3, but it was lacking a few things like Phil talking, nagging them to be heroes, actual cups for the Olympus Colosseum. So I would love to see it back, just like it always has, but bigger, better than ever, actually having Colosseum matches we can go into. That would be really cool, personally, to me. The next world might even be more controversial, Frozen 2. Now hear me out, I think a snowy world is fantastic for Kingdom Hearts. The only time we've ever had it really was the Mulan section, but that was so small and you're just on top of a hill. I love the environmental design of Frozen from Kingdom Hearts 3, the snow is beautiful, the music is beautiful, but it was the creative freedom that was the issue. Nomura couldn't make a nice original story, and they followed the movie to like a really bad T. So, in Kingdom Hearts 4, if they are able to take Frozen 2 and be more creative with it, I think it could make for a fantastic world. The Frozen characters mixed with the snowy environments would just be really cool for Kingdom Hearts. So if they bring it back, which they might, I hope they do it correctly this time. The third world I want to see is a Final Fantasy type world. Now, we've seen original worlds in Kingdom Hearts and they're usually fantastic, but I would love to see it connected to Final Fantasy or another Square Enix property, like maybe The World Ends With You. You know, we've seen them do original worlds, they've done Disney worlds, so why not get some Final Fantasy worlds? I think they could do it, especially if they go with their original designs like they've always had, but then connecting it to one of the Final Fantasy games or something like that, I think that would be incredible. The next world I want to see, and a lot of other people want to see, is Treasure Planet. Go back to that classic Disney style. I think the adventure would be so good in Treasure Planet, and it probably fits in with the vibes for Kingdom Hearts 4. It would be great to see Sora, Donald, and Goofy go back to a classical Disney property, and I know a lot of people in general want to see Treasure Planet. It just almost fits with Kingdom Hearts pretty well. And the final world I really want to see in Kingdom Hearts 4, and I know it's not going to happen, but I want to see a new, reimagined Traverse Town. Take us back to the original hub world from Kingdom Hearts 1, give us that nostalgia, but make it so expanded, the graphical fidelity of Unreal Engine 5. That to me would personally be really cool. They've done this already with Dream Drop Distance, you know, they brought back Traverse Town, and you could explore a lot more of it, and that was just so dreamy to me. Excuse the pun. But I loved going back to this original area that was so cozy from Kingdom Hearts 1, and I think they could do something cool with it. You know, don't make it exactly Traverse Town, because we already got our hub world damn near in Quadratum, so. But going back there, maybe on the Disney side, where Donald and Goofy are looking for Sora, if you do it on that side, and you get to see Traverse Town again, and all the new graphics, and there's a good purpose there, I would absolutely love to see that. Thank you again, Crimson, for having me on the video. Hopefully, out of these 10 worlds, we'll see some of them in Kingdom Hearts 4. I think we will, but yeah, let's hear it from everyone else what worlds they would love to see in Kingdom Hearts 4. It's always a great topic to discuss.
Thank you, Swice, for those wonderful picks. And now it's my turn to drop some cool worlds I want to see. Buckle up, y'all, it's about to get nutty. I want a Turning Red world. Now hear me out! I know this is already adding on to the controversial takes Swice said he had, but just think about this for a second or two, okay? Put down the pitchforks, don't hit that unsub button just yet, let me explain. How about this for the world? We get May's Red Panda form as a partner, who has a bunch of goofy and crazy attacks like smashing into Heartless through tackles and using pop music as a super move or something. Alongside this is using that new Keyblade grapple ability to fully explore Canada. It'd be a lot of fun to explore May's hometown all Spider-Man swinging across rooftops style. It would certainly make Traversal more interesting to collect chests and what other goodies they've got stashed away in this game. And finally, the main reason I want a world like this is I want to fight May's mom's crazy giant red panda form. Just imagine the fight from Final Fantasy 16 where you fight the giant transformed titan, but make that into the red panda boss. Like, imagine using reaction commands to dodge like tail swipes or hand swipes, and then countering them in order to do damage and climb up more. The shit would be rad as fuck, dude. Anyways, I've pushed my agenda onto all of you long enough. Let's move on to my next one, so I can push an all-new agenda. You know, I've seen a fair amount of videos about worlds for Kingdom Hearts 4, and it's kind of interesting how no one has really pitched the idea of a Luca world. And I honestly would really like to see one in 4. And no, this isn't biased because I'm Italian. I've actually got some fair reasons. So, first off, we'll get the elephant in the room focused on first. The water combat for a lot of Kingdom Hearts games have been absolute garbage. They were clunky, slow, and downright annoying to deal with. Probably why they chose to just forego the combat in 2 in favor of bad musical numbers. A lot of people, myself included, came to believe that underwater combat just could not work in Kingdom Hearts. Except the time they kinda figured out how to do it right, as Kingdom Hearts 3's Caribbean world ended up having underwater combat that actually wasn't horrible. It still felt a bit off, it was kind of slippery in some areas, but I do think that a Luca world with an improved version of this combat could be really fun to traverse. Plus the movie, honestly, actually works pretty well in the concept of Kingdom Hearts worlds, due to it having a strong focus on things like friendship and acceptance of oneself. Themes that have played prominent roles in many character stories throughout the series. Hell, if they decide to go the 3 route and make multiple characters playable, imagine having Riku reach out to Alberto about his feelings of jealousy. It would be a great throwback to Riku's own jealousy in 1. Plus, having a moment added in where you see Sora react to Luca and Alberto shoveling spaghetti into their faces with their hands, and then decide to just do the same would be incredibly charming. Yeah, call me as cookie cutter as you want for this pick, but I really do think Kingdom Hearts 4 should start using more Disney-owned IPs as worlds that are non-animated, especially after the success of worlds like Port Royal. And of course, I mean the good ones, not those awful live actions. Except Christopher Robin, of course. Movie is massively underrated, but that's for another time. We'll get to that one, don't you worry. Now, out of all of the MCU movies, why exactly am I picking this one? Well, it's the movie that I think would work the best, in all honesty. It has all the Avengers teaming up for the first time, which would give a good entry point for Sora to meet them all. It's got a bit of a pacing issue, sure, but you could fix those pacing moments by adding in some fights for Sora to have, like maybe an Iron Man or Captain America boss. Hell, if possible, have him fight Hawkeye instead. That would give him a good entry point to meeting the Avengers. Maybe he impresses the guy enough to team up with him. And finally, that final battle would fit Sora in pretty easily. Have him even fight Loki first and then have that hilarious Hulk moment afterwards. It fits incredibly well the more I imagine the whole time I think about it. Plus, imagine that one rotating back-to-back shot with Sora added in. That would be awesome, and I can't really think many people would deny that. So, earlier in the video, Swice did mention that Square World should be in the 4th Kingdom Hearts game, and I agree with him in all honesty. I think it's time we branched out to those as well. But I want to go into one in particular that I just beat recently and would love to see more of. Final Fantasy 16. Now, while exploring the world of Altilcia, I don't know if I pronounced that right, sorry, would be rad as all hell, don't get me wrong. Having the Keyblade Master face both the Heartless and enemies from that world alongside Clive, Jill, and Best Boy Torgal would be fun as all hell. This is a world where I'd be more interested in the character interaction Sora would have with them. Seeing Sora interact with characters as mentally burdened as Clive and Jill would be really fascinating. I want to see Sora try to help Clive face his problems and move on to a better future, but instead just constantly hit a brick wall because Clive doesn't want to not burden himself with this darkness. It would be a genuine change to the formula of Sora being able to easily connect with pretty much every single one of his companions, and maybe even give Sora an all-new look at things from a darker perspective. This could allow for a good moment of development for him as he's forced to face something he's never really had to deal with before. A broken man who's blamed himself for something he probably can never forgive himself for. Honestly, this one may seem like one of, if not the most insane picks to end the video, but I've wanted to talk about this one for a while. So Disney has made a lot, and I mean a lot of bad adaptations. While I could call out things like bad CG or meaningless changes, my biggest issue with them is actually their lack of soul. There's little to no heart put into these movies. Well, except for one, of course. And that's the movie known as Christopher Robin, a live-action Winnie the Pooh movie that follows Winnie running into an adult Christopher Robin that has grown up and become a lot more cold. He's far less accepting of his 100-acre wood friends. It's an honestly great movie about how even as an adult, you can accept the kiddish side of you without shame to keep the ones you love more than anything close to you. And I really do think this should be the Winnie the Pooh world for Kingdom Hearts 4. Watching Sora, who keeps every friend he's made incredibly close to his heart, clash with Christopher Robin, a man who threw away his friends in the belief that he had to in order to be an adult. Watching him and Pooh reach through to Chris and fix that broken bond would be incredibly heartwarming to watch. And even if we can't, there's always that other Winnie the Pooh movie. Y'all know which one. God, if that movie became a world, I would fucking lose my mind. And that, everyone, is the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching this collab video. Another massive thank you to Swice for joining on this. Always great to work with other RPG content creators to bring some quality content to my lovely viewer base. I'm gonna leave his channel link down below in the description, so go check him out if you can. He's like me, but not a workaholic loser. And if you liked this content, do me a favor and drop a like and a sub. We're trying to hit 500 soon, since now we can get eligible at that, and when we hit 500, we'll be doing a special top 10 of your guys' choice. Thank you all and have a lovely day. See you around.